I think we're live. We're live, everyone. Yes, we are. What is up, people? The internet, it is me, Real American, back in with the new stream, and we are joined by Mr. Real Text and Politics, and of course, Maga Mao, the usual suspects.
Hello.
Oy vey. What's poppin', people?
Yeah, so, it's a little bit later for streaming tonight because we do got the joint session of Congress.
Donald
We have Trump
John
speaking.
America, State of the Union.
Well, not State of the Union.
He's
It's
gonna
State of the
make
Union
it-
light, right? But yeah, everybody, we are here.
Because America is back.
Yeah, that's actually the thumbnail. It's America's back. That's for the White House thing.
Well,
So,
that's the Trump logo. I love it. It's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, so we were
America is
talking
back.
before the stream started about who some of the people the Democrats invited.
yeah, so there's a lot to talk about before we start. Now, before I forget, don't forget to like, subscribe, share with your friends, and of course, join the channel today. These are all great ways to support the daily content, and if you have any questions, concerns, comments, or just want to support the channel even further, best way is sending super chats via the chat. Again, I read through as much chat as possible, but usually super chats are the best way your questions answered. And it's a little bit different tonight because I'm not going to read super chats during the stream or during when Trump's talking for obvious reasons. So if you have a super chat, send them, but I'll get to it after the speech. So, a glitch EV for 2. Late American politics is so late that it's not even noon anymore. Listen, it's this freaking joint session of Congress. Yeah, it's a little late. Whoop-de-doo. General Hydra for 2. I hear AOC trial's not looking good right now. Well, she admitted to a crime, so.
Wait, there's a trial? I thought
No. They're going. Well, she's in trouble. She's after herself. So. All right. So, we're gonna be here for a little bit. The speech doesn't start for another like 10 minutes or something. So.
Are we gonna see AOC in prison before
I don't know.
GTA 6?
Well, I mean, we may see Adam Schiff on handcuffs. So. All right, K-Cup for 5. Zelensky, President Trump cannot handle me. I don't fear him. Trump walks in with his sword in hand. Zelensky, shit all side. Well, yeah, so that's a big rumor going around that Trump's going to announce the Ukrainian mineral deal tonight. Again, it's not confirmed, but that's the main rumor. And
As far as Princess Ryder knew in the Tester is Done chat, there was no mineral deal as of an hour ago. So
yeah, so again, it may not happen, but it sounds like it's going to happen soon. Very soon, everybody. But
I wonder if there's going to be something with the tariffs, because I heard that they were going to come to a deal tomorrow.
Oh yeah, now I gotta talk about that. That's pissing me off, guys. What Howard Lutnick said, the Commerce Secretary, he did not say they're gonna stop the tariffs. Guys, I don't know what some groups are pushing, but here's what he actually said. He said, "Hey, we're going to we probably have a deal done with Canada and Mexico. We're gonna reduce tariffs, not get rid of them." He explicitly said we are not pausing tariffs. We're just gonna lower them because we made a deal with Canada. That's what he said. So.
They should. I don't want to do a trade war right now. We're not in the economic condition for one. I think we can have some tariffs, but it shouldn't be like 30, 25%.
No,
We should
more.
make
70% tariff.
No, I don't want to have to pay a shit ton of money. We just won off like running on lowering costs. Look, if we became economically independent, I'd be all for
That's
it.
what
But
Trump's
the
trying to do.
point is, we're not at the moment.
All right.
And I think we should try to strive to get there, but before we get there, I don't think we should do this. This is something that's an ideal, like, future plan, not something that should be done now, especially when we're in the economic condition we're in right now.
Let's see. American Nerd for 5. I saw a tweet from Meatball Ron, and it has a picture of his wife and Trump playing golf. What does it mean? Is Trump pulling his endorsement of Donald's? No.
No, I
He's
mean,
desperate.
maybe there's a deal of like maybe he doesn't run and just I don't know.
What does he get out of it, though? Honestly, what would he get out of it if she doesn't run? Because it's clear they want to run her. So.
War endorsement incoming?
Jamal Meshach stand for 5. Is it just me, or does Kazakhstan and Newsom look like long lost brothers? Yeah, you know, you're not wrong. They look kind of similar. All right, so the speech starts in like I think 10 minutes because this is Trump we're talking. When they say 8, good luck.
Yeah, 14 minutes.
Yeah, again, when they say it's 8 o'clock, it's Trump we're talking about. He's always late.
Well, to be fair, this is a scheduled address to Congress, not a rally
I
in
know,
an
but
airport
listen,
runway,
he's always late on purpose. He's always late. You think I'm late? He's always late. All right, quick mode for 2. I'm putting 69% tariffs to Trump for being late. That's real.
Apparently, the White House stream has it starting at 8:10
Yeah.
Central Time.
Yep, 8:10 Central. So
I will say too, it will be very satisfying to see the best president in recent history, the best vice president in recent history, and the best Speaker of the House in recent history, all sitting there. You know?
yeah. Jacob Holly for 20. Trump is about the House of Cards sustain in a couple of minutes. Also, I want to trade fight. I want the world groveling before us on their knees.
Imagine Trump just abolishes Congress.
No, it's like when he did a House of Cards, he just pulls up.
Oh, excuse me.
What was that?
Also, I saw Kathy Hochul literally use.
What if he just sends
Trump
Hulk
was
Hogan to
speech.
give the speech in his place?
That's real. So yeah, I do think at the end of the day, I think he's gonna focus on the economy. That's my guess. Because that's the big issue. Which again, like I said this before the election, anybody could go back to the streams. I said, hey, if Trump's gonna take a little while to fix the economy, it's not gonna be overnight. It's not a cope, it's a fact. I literally said that.
Because here's my thing. Me personally, the biggest issues I wanted him to like focus on a lot, like assuming I got my way, I want to see him focus on foreign policy and immigration. But the thing is, I'm not the average person. The average person wants him to fix the economy. They approve of what he's doing on immigration and foreign policy. Yeah. But they want less of that and more of the economy, which is fine. Especially less of foreign policy, because most people don't give a shit about Ukraine, like at all, like any of it. So they don't care that we're giving them aid. They're like, yeah, I don't want them aid, but like, I'd rather Trump focus on the economy than cutting the aid. You know? Because that's what most people think.
Well, because he realized that immigration, the foreign policy, that's killing us. That's why he started that.
Yeah, I feel like the average voter does support, some forms of aid, but not, overdoing it.
Yeah.
No, most Americans with that Emerson poll were like approved of Trump's Ukraine relationship.
Okay, I'm sorry to interrupt everybody. So it sounds like Trump's main focus on the speech is the economy. Good. So that's the one thing, because again, he's done great with immigration. He's done great with foreign policy. It's just the economy, which again, you can't really blame him. And I think a lot of voters realize that it's like,
yeah, he's only been in there 2.5 weeks, or like 2
months,
under 2 months.
Yeah.
Now, are we going to see Democrats throw eggs at Trump today?
Well, Secret Service would like tackle them if they did. So, all right, K count for 5. Sitting at my desk watching stream and enjoying a Dairy Queen Blizzard as last hurrah before the Lent fast. Here's to a show tonight, boys. Yeah, tomorrow's Lent. Yeah, that's right. Ash Wednesday. Yeah. Yeah. I forgot about that, actually. I forgot Lent started tomorrow. Oops. Reasonable descent for 2. I have returned from boot camp in the Air Force. Oh, welcome back. Welcome back to the streams, good sir. All right. Trump is a focus on fixing the economy. Yeah, so what I think Trump has to do, like, what's one specific thing he announced tonight to get, like, people confident?
Something to do with egg prices.
Yeah, I'm hoping that's what he does. Now, I saw the speech. I think there's some parts they're hiding because this is Trump, but we'll see.
I think he also said he'd go off script to address the Democrats.
Yeah, I saw that. He's gonna go off script, I think, tonight. If they start doing shit, go ahead. Go right ahead and say, well, I don't even want to know what Trump's gonna say. I think
it's starting.
Yep, the stream's starting. Hold up. Chat, give me a minute to make sure the thing's working. American Nerd for 20. Break of Kellen Coolidge Project and Axios. Several Democrats are planning to disrupt President Trump's speech in Congress tonight by using a variety of tactics, including noisemakers, hand clappers, signs, eggs, and walkouts. Go right ahead. Go right ahead with that. Okay.
They're just gonna look unhinged.
That's what I was arguing. They're just gonna look nuts. And I got the stream up. For those wondering, I have it reversed because YouTube. So that's what it looks like right now. So,
it's from the White House. It's public domain.
I literally streamed the White House for the inauguration. Some asshole claimed it. So
that was the Biden White House, to be fair, that was putting on that stream.
But still, yeah. I mean, are they gonna actually? Are they actually gonna like walk out and like have hand clappers and throw eggs and shit? I mean, like, does anyone think it's a good idea? Honestly, does anyone think it's a good idea? Because to me, it just, I mean, this is, I don't know. I'm just lost words that they're even considering this. Has any party ever done that during a State of the Union or a joint session of Congress?
Oh, I saw
Derek
Elon
Van
Musk in-
Orden
I saw
said,
Elon Musk in his hands in one of
said,
these.
that's bullshit last year.
Yeah,
Like,
but
he
I'm
yelled
talking
that,
about,
remember?
you have hand clappers and you make noise and shit. Like, I don't think anyone done that before.
Okay, so I want to bring up the special guest that Democrats have that they've invited.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Illegal immigrants.
Wait, who?
Yeah. I think fire federal
Immigrant?
workers, which probably includes IRS agents, transgenders, and illegal immigrants.
That's who they invited.
Apparently,
Are they
I think
gonna,
it's
come
legal.
in waving, Mexican flags or
I
something?
hope the Democrats have the freaking the Mexican flag. Oh my gosh. Go ahead. Go right ahead. So
They probably have free flags prepared.
yeah, Ukraine.
You got Ukraine, Mexico, and Canada.
And Palestine. No freedom of Palestine. Well, actually,
No.
Well, most of the Dem.
Okay, here's the thing,
We're
Rep.
not gonna get into that.
Yeah, for all the
We're not gonna get into it.
Okay.
They're not gonna be pro-Palestine for several reasons.
Let me explain. Yeah, for all of the Dems, it's free, but for Tlaib, there's a fourth, which is Palestine.
That's real. Okay. Ooh. I'm gonna pull up the AP stream. I think. Actually, C-SPAN might have one, right? Yep, they do.
Associated.
Oh, I
Press.
think more than that.
Okay. Should I stream with C-SPAN or keep it on the White? I think the White House because
Oh, in the C-SPAN.
yeah, I'm gonna keep the White House because I won't be cucked. So yeah, right now we're not missing anything. It's just they're bringing people in. So, Rodallo for 2. Democrats haven't learned anything from 2024. They've gotten worse. They've gotten way worse. Superior Carolina.
Melania just entered the chamber.
Yeah, I saw that. She just entered. Again, it's on a separate stream. You're not missing anything.
Who entered?
Melania.
Oh, there's Ben Shapiro and Matt Walsh.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, those are Mike Johnson's special guests.
Seriously?
Yep.
What the fuck?
Ben Shapiro. Oh my gosh. Superior Carolina for 5. Rap, why did Trump say that he doesn't see JD as a future of the party or whatever? Does he really want one of his kids to run? I'd vote for JD in a heartbeat. No, that just Trump.
Riley.
Trump.
Oh, Riley Gaines lives there too. Riley
Guys,
Gaines.
What Trump was saying, he's bullshitting with people. Guys, with how Vance operated in the Oval Office, he's a successor. He's the next in line with Trump. So
Okay. Let me bring something up because I saw Riley Gaines in the chamber. So John Rose. John Rose from Tennessee's Congressman John Rose is likely
walking in.
Yeah, but yeah, so he's announced he's running for governor of Tennessee.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, so that opens up his seat to potentially. You could see Riley Gaines run for that seat.
Bruh.
And I will say this: if she runs, she's got it in the bag.
Yeah.
She is already she's basically kind of a national politician already. She goes to every single event that there is.
All right. K-Cup.
RFK is entering the chamber.
Wow, because he's part of the cabinet.
Well,
of course he's gonna be there.
He's there.
K-Cup.
I know, we love to see RFK.
K-Cup for 2. Why throw eggs during the shortage? Because democracy. Well, that's our argument.
Tommy Tuberville. I just saw him. We got to.
I think he's running for governor, which sucks. But why is he running for? I don't get that. What's the point of running for governor? Why?
I actually pointed this out because it seemed like there's phases in American political history where there's usually a trend of people who will go from being governor to being senator, and then that's what it was for the past few years. But now it seems like it's flipping back to where senators are running for governor.
I think people just hate the Senate.
That's what it's.
Yeah, the Senate sucks.
Yeah.
All right. Saul Goodman for 5. Terrorist brain massive. Can't read. Saul Goodman for 5. Tariffs bring massive uncertainty to the market and will only cause a crash. Get rid of them. The tariffs only help the liberals win re-election. Listen, I know, Saul Goodman, you have Canadian currency, so I'm assuming you're Canadian, but listen, tariffs are a net positive. if you're smart with it. I understand, like, Canada is full of idiots. I'm sorry. Your country's filled with dumbasses. If you're gonna vote against the conservatives because of freaking America, you're right at the country. I'm
That's
sorry.
not happening in Canada.
I know
I've
I
said
saw the
this
poll today.
before.
It's like it's won like 10 points back.
No. Like I said, Carney is gonna get that bump when he's leader, but then like after a week, everyone's gonna be like, "Oh yeah, this guy sucks," and vote Pierre. It's gonna
Yeah.
happen.
All right, I saw a poll about the approval of tariffs, and it seems like people approve of the Chinese tariffs, and I think some for Mexico, but Canada tariffs seem to be unpopular.
Yeah,
I
but
still
that's
think we should come to a deal with. I still think we should come to a deal in regards to the Chinese tariffs.
No.
I think we should.
Unless you start playing fair, no.
Yeah, that's what the point would be. Use
I
it as
know.
leverage and get a fair deal.
And by the way, we have our
Ukraine pin.
What?
I saw a Ukraine pin.
Oh gosh. So guys, we take us where designated survivor is tonight. Take a guess.
Who?
Doug Collins.
Oh,
should have been RFK.
Yeah, for those that don't know, for State of Unions and stuff, they don't. There's one person in the cabinet that's not there because obvious reasons. You don't want everyone in the cabinet in one spot. That's a bad idea. So yeah, Doug Collins is a designated survivor. So, Superior Carolina for 2. W. Mike for bringing Shapiro and Walsh. Why Shapiro and Walsh? It just seems like a kind of like a boomer con thing to do. You know, it's like, why? Who thought that was a good idea?
No, come on. What is a woman? Is like the most brilliant masterpiece in recent history, dude. You know?
I guess it's something about like they
Am I
want like,
racist? You know,
they want alternative media there, so that's who they bring.
Then invite like Tucker Carlson or something. I don't know.
Invite fucking Jack Posobiec so we can start ranting about Manscaped.
No, Alex Jones. Get Alex Jones in there.
We need to interrupt the State of the Union with an ad for Manscaped.
All right, Radolo for 5. What do you think of Ontario's threat to cut Michigan's electricity? Go right ahead and see what happens. Just go right ahead. It's not going to end the way you think it's going to end. So, Crawford is done for 2. We need Carno to lecture these Americans. That's real. That is real. American Nerd for 5. Rap, remember?
Why are you bringing up Tester? Why are you bringing up Carno on the... Never. It's an inside joke in our community. Why are you bringing up this?
All right, okay, American Nerd for 5. Rap, remember when Democrats were mad at Joe Wilson who yelled, "You lied during the State of the Union for Obama"? Yeah, they're okay with throwing eggs or ripping his speech. I'm not saying they're going to throw eggs. I'm just saying, like, they're going to do something dumb tonight. But yeah,
Joe Wilson's kind of dumb now, though. He's a massive neocon.
Well, yeah, Joe Wilson's a dumbass. So
also, it's cool to see Mike Johnson actually standing with somebody he likes.
Yeah, it's like Vance. Oh, we're waiting for the White House stream to kick in. Shirley.
Tulsi is speaking with Chip Roy right now.
What a curse.
I think that was Katie Britt there too.
All right, Linda McMahon.
When is Lori Chavez DeRemer getting confirmed?
They're gonna have problems with that one. I know Democrats are supporting her, but they're running the problems.
Is that Sebastian Gorka? Oh yeah,
no, I heard she was gonna get over 60 votes. I think she's gonna pass, no problem.
There's Zeldin. There's Donalds. Okay,
I forgot Sebastian Gorka was part of the administration.
Oh yeah, he's like some shitty like foreign envoy or something.
Yeah, he's to the left.
Also, I'd like to say Darren Beatty also has a position in the admin now, and he's
how the hell did that
guy
China,
get in there? So I love it.
How?
Yeah, he's like the undersecretary and like he's like the third up in the State Department.
Yeah. K-Cup for 5. It'll be nice to see a president confidently approach a podium tonight as opposed to Biden move around like a Roomba and lose track of his path. Yeah. Yeah, it's the first time in a couple years we actually have a
I would recommend looking into what Darren Beatty says about like Russia and China.
Well,
I think
Darren Beatty's an interesting character, so
he's actually got good arguments that I recommend people listen to.
Well, yeah, he's smart, but just like some of the stuff he says.
I think when people are just closed-minded about everything, you should actually look into.
The thing with Beatty is like he says smart stuff, but then yeah, he says some stuff.
I gotta bring this up. I just saw this on Twitter. But there's a congresswoman that's wearing a pink jacket.
Oh, I saw that.
And she wrote all over it in Sharpie.
Oh, gosh.
The 14th Amendment, because the birthright citizenship.
Oh, come on! Alright, so, wait for the stream to start. I'm waiting.
Why does she look exactly how I expected her to? With like
Yeah.
triple chin and all.
Okay,
Also, isn't the 14th Amendment like supposedly a violation of Trump or something? Like Trump supposedly
Also, look
violating
how
it by being
smug
president?
she looks, dude. Look at how smug she thinks she's like done something. Like, look at
yeah,
that face
she's
she's
like,
making.
she accomplished so much.
You have no power in anything. We have everything. You lost. You guys lost everything. Like, shut up.
Alright,
Oh,
so,
and to our viewers, do not donate to the guy that's running against Jasmine Crockett.
yeah, that's a scam. That's
Yeah,
a
this
scam.
guy's gonna be the next Kim Klacik.
And, oh, what's his name? Joe Collins or whatever?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
He's running again?
I don't know if Collins.
Didn't he
Collins
go
No, Collins
against
isn't,
Ed
no.
Lieu this year, or was that in 22?
Who's the perennial candidate against AOC?
I know what you're talking about. I can't think.
I think she might run again.
Yeah.
She probably already is, actually.
All
Who
right.
was that like blue dog Hispanic lady who would run against her in the Dem primary? A lot.
I don't know. Okay, where is Trump at? Is he late to his own thing? I told you he's late to his own even the state of the the address, but like he's always late. You know, I'm hoping he pulls up in like robes, like emperor robes or something. Just to clear himself the Senate. Okay. Oh, there's Trump. Oh shit. I see Trump. Okay, shut up, everybody. Trump's here. All right. What a shitty angle. Jamarkin Mushok stand for 10. Unpopular opinion. I hate presidential joint address in Congress because of the theater. The State of the Union address should be in the Oval Office. I don't know. I like the idea in front of Congress, but yeah, I can be over for theaters. You know?
I think Moskowitz is the only Democrat clapping.
Yeah, I think so too. Scott Perry. Oh gosh. American Air for 10. I get why Tuberville wants to leave the Senate because who in the right mind wants to be in there. But as Alabama resident, I don't want another bad replacement. That's the thing, like, you get rid of Tuberville, you're kind of screwed, I think. Because who'd replace him?
Oh god, there's Jasmine Crockett holding up her phone.
Oh no, what is she saying?
Oh, no, she's not saying anything. But I think she's one of the outburst leaders.
Oh gosh. Until the Democrats are. Yeah, you can just tell.
Well, yeah, because they usually split it down the railway. They're all, but I mean, none of them are standing up except for like Moskowitz and the woman from Toledo. I forget her name.
There's Mace.
There's Marge. There's Marge with a hat. Can't even see her eyes.
Yeah. Come on.
There's a black woman that's just staring. That's not Jasmine Crockett. That's someone else.
Okay, I'm definitely ahead. Go to the AP stream. It's definitely ahead. The AP stream's way ahead. We ate large Marge, yeah. Colonel Sanders? What? Oh, there's Schumer. He's not even looking at him. What a freaking loser. What is he doing? Bro. He's like pretending not to look at him. You guys see that? He's like,
I saw him like glance. Oh, there's another senator from Ukraine.
Yeah, I saw that. Dude, they're like, what is that? He's like barely looking at him like, oh, I can't move my head anymore. Alright.
I mean, Schumer's like 75, so
he probably can't move his head. Alright, there's Rubio. Alright, now there's Supreme Court, of course. Is that Chip Roy? Yeah, that was Roy. Schumer looked like a cuck there. Oh gosh. JR for T for 5. My timeline full of Ukraine sims and fat rants means at least I'm not running out of salt anytime soon. That's real. That is real. Big
He's
Marcus.
like having a conversation with the judges. Wonder if he's
telling
them
me,
to
get your shit together.
Hey, can you retire so I can fill the court? I want every Republican out there to be for me.
Yeah. Who's this designated survivor? Doug Collins. Alright. Trump taking his sweet time.
So yeah, if the worst happens, then Doug Collins becomes president.
Yeah. USA chance.
I'm surprised we're not getting 4 more years.
Well, he can't. Well, we tried to. But...
That could happen if some.
12 years. 12 more
Everyone
years.
shut up.
12 more years.
Everyone shut up. Here we go. Gosh, it's so weird seeing Vance up there, isn't it?
Depressing.
Here we go.
Al Green.
Yeah, it's
That's all
not a
Al Green.
single Democrat is standing. That's clever.
Oh, there's a. I see a woman wearing yellow and yellow
I see
shirt.
that.
And,
Is that
jacket.
Captor?
No, Captor was early on. She was standing for Trump. That's someone else. I don't know who
Here we
though.
go. Hey. This feels so weird seeing Trump back, isn't it?
It's awesome.
I think it's crazy how half the room always claps and the other half
it's
doesn't.
always sealed.
It's crazy.
Unless it's like a big event, yeah.
Well, but that's also how they do it. That they split it down the middle.
Alger Cleese cater for 2. Who's ready for the seal clapping? Yep. I hate this part though. I hate it so much.
I guess Khalid's not there, so maybe we won't get a.
Come on! I want to see protests. I want people throwing in their ass or something. Come on! Hey, by the way, you can tell where Large Marge is standing, by the way.
Yeah, she's got the hat.
Speaker Johnson, Vice President Vance,
Yeah.
the First Lady of the United States.
Hey!
Let's go, Melania.
First Lady.
Oh, is that? I think that's Elon's mom behind her.
I think so. Is that Kamala's family to the left?
Yeah, I know they're there.
Yeah, they're there somewhere.
And then there's Lincoln Riley's family. There's Jocelyn Nungary's family.
Yep. Take over 2. Vance and Johnson
Members
repent Ryan. I
of the
agree.
United States Congress, thank you very much. And to my fellow citizens, America is back.
Yeah.
All the pink.
Oh gosh. Oh no. Clap like seals. USA. USA.
Six weeks ago, I stood beneath the dome of this Capitol and proclaimed the dawn of the golden age of America. From that moment on, it has been nothing but swift and unrelenting action to usher in the greatest and most successful era in the history of our country. We have accomplished more in 43 days than most administrations accomplished in 4 years or 8 years, and we are just getting started.
Clap like seals again. I don't think a single Democrat will stand for anything.
I think they're all required not to.
Yeah.
I return to
Jeffrey's
this
probably
chamber
gonna-
tonight to report that America's momentum is back, our spirit is back, our pride is back, our confidence is back, and the American dream is surging bigger and better than ever before. The American dream is unstoppable, and our country is on the verge of a comeback, the likes of which the world has never witnessed and
What is
perhaps
that binder in
will
front of
never
Trump?
witness again. There's never been anything like it.
Anyone that binder is?
The presidential
files.
election of November
files.
5th was
It's
a
Project
mandate
2025.
like has not been seen in many
So true.
decades. We
Yeah,
won
people are
all
kinda
7
asking- I
swing
don't know what that
states,
binder is.
giving us an electoral
speech,
college
I think.
victory of 312 votes.
Yep, got the mandates.
We won the popular vote by big numbers and won counties in our country.
Bro. Look. Al Green, oh gosh. Tell Al Green to shut up.
Hey, Al Green, my fellow Utilian.
Moving his stupid cane around like he thinks he's doing.
Dude.
And won counties in our country, 2,700 to 525, on a map that reads almost completely red for Republican.
He didn't get out.
Did he just kick him out?
I guarantee Al Green thinks the election
Now, for the
was,
first time
sorted.
in modern history,
He got kicked
more
out.
Americans believe that our country is headed in the right direction
Let's go.
than the
That's
wrong
him, dude, those
direction. In
people.
fact, it's an
Order,
astonishing
order.
record, 27-point swing, the most ever.
Did he just have to say order?
He just kicked him out. Oh my gosh.
Mike Johnson's showing no mercy. Let's go.
Get rid of these people. About freaking time. That's the deal with them.
Likewise,
McCarthy wouldn't have done shit.
small business optimism saw its single largest one-month gain ever recorded.
Who's yelling now?
41-point jump.
Mike Johnson's trying to...
Members
Get
are
rid of-
directed to uphold and maintain decorum in the House and to cease any
Kick
further
him out.
disruptions. That's your warning.
Kick him out.
Members are engaging in willful and continuing breach of decorum, and the chair is prepared to direct the Sergeant at Arms to restore order to the joint session.
Kick him out.
Kick him out. Kick him out. Get rid of these people.
Has this ever happened
No,
during
I
a
don't
State of the
think
Union
ever.
before? That like the House Speaker had to
He-
come out and tell him.
I never heard the speaker. He's just standing there. Get out here, dude.
Mr.
He's
Green,
trying
take
to
your
he's
seat.
trying to do civil
Take
disobedience.
your seat, sir. Take your seat.
Bro.
Get out of here.
Finding that members continue to engage in willful and concerted disruption of proper decorum, the chair now directs the Sergeant at Arms to restore order.
Yeah.
Remove this gentleman from the
Kick him
chamber.
out.
Bye.
Kick him out. Kick
They can't
him
help
out.
themselves.
Kick him out.
They cannot handle themselves.
Al Green's fucking... Are the Democrats going to have to shake his hand or something? Oh, never mind. That's the sergeant. Protect veterans. Who's holding up that sign? I don't know.
Dude, get out of here. What a freaking loser.
I feel like there's probably going to be a censure vote coming up.
Yeah, he's
Members are
Censured.
directed to uphold and maintain decorum in the House. Mr.
We got the
President,
first, but
continue.
definitely not the last.
you.
dude.
Wait
Over
for
the
Crockett.
past
He's
6
gonna do
weeks,
something.
I have signed nearly 100 executive orders and taken more than 400 executive actions, a record to restore common sense, safety, optimism, and wealth all across our wonderful
Dude.
land.
What a
The
shitty
people
look for
elected
them.
me to do the job, and I'm doing it.
You know what he's trying to be? He's trying to be Martin Luther Green.
Yep, Martin Luther Green. You notice how not a single Democrat stood up
In
and
fact, it has been
clapped
stated
for
by
Green?
many that the first month of our presidency, it's our presidency, is the most successful in the history of our nation. By many.
Oh, I love it. It glitched even for 2, the binders of crystals. That's real.
And what makes it even more impressive is that, do you know who number 2 is? George Washington. How about that? How about this? I don't know about that list, but we'll take it. Within hours of taking the oath of office, I declared a national emergency on our southern border, and I deployed the U.S. military and Border Patrol to repel the invasion of our country. And what a job they've done. As a result, illegal border crossings last month were by far the lowest ever recorded, ever.
This is the biggest accomplishment so far.
I wonder if that binder is full of women.
I don't know. I'm curious.
I was making a Mitt Romney joke, bro. Did you not get it?
Oh gosh,
the binder's full of women.
They heard my words and they chose not to come. Much easier that way. In comparison, under Joe Biden, the worst president in American history, there were hundreds of thousands of illegal crossings a month, and virtually all of them, including murderers, drug dealers, gang members, and people from mental institutions and insane asylums, were released into our country. Who would want to do that? This is my 5th such speech to Congress. And once again, I look at the Democrats in front of me, and I realize there is absolutely nothing I can say to make them happy or to make them stand or smile or applaud. Nothing I can do. I could find a cure to the most devastating disease, a disease that would wipe out entire nations.
This is beautiful.
Or announce the answers to the greatest economy in history, or the stoppage of crime to the lowest levels ever recorded. And these people sitting right here will not clap, will not stand, and certainly will not cheer for these astronomical achievements. They won't do it.
That's
no matter
good.
what. Five
might have been his
times
off-script
I've been
moments.
up here. It's very sad.
That's
and
how
it
you
just
deal with
shouldn't
them.
be this way.
That's a good tagline. They don't stand or clap for anything. What a bunch of losers. Musk steals. He's worth $500 billion.
Oh, there's Khalid there. Mercedes is there.
So Democrats sitting before me, for just this one night, why not join us in celebrating so many incredible wins for America? For the good of our nation, let's work together and let's truly make America great again.
That was a good tagline there. Yeah, their sides were like, oh, Musk steals, protect veterans.
The fastest Trump-Musk administration. By the way, Kathy Hochul literally said that.
Oh,
She literally said Trump-Musk administration.
Every day my
this week.
administration is fighting to deliver the change America needs to bring a future that America deserves, and we're doing it. This is a time for big dreams and bold action. Upon taking office, I imposed an immediate freeze on all federal hiring, a freeze on all new federal regulations, and a freeze on all foreign aid.
Yeah, I think Trump's trying to bait them now. Now I think just took him out.
I terminated the ridiculous Green New Scam. I withdrew from the unfair Paris Climate Accord, which was costing us trillions of dollars that other countries were not paying. I withdrew from the corrupt World Health Organization. And I also withdrew from the anti-American UN Human Rights Council.
Good.
We ended all of Biden's environmental restrictions that were making our country far less safe and totally unaffordable. And importantly, we ended the last administration's insane electric vehicle mandate, saving our auto workers and companies from economic destruction. To unshackle our economy, I have directed that for every one new regulation, 10 old regulations must be eliminated.
Good.
Just like I did in my very successful
There's no one
first
that's
term.
against this, by the way. No one likes regulation. I don't care what people say, Democrats say. No one likes it.
Get out that chainsaw and start cutting them.
Yep.
And in that first term, we set records on ending unnecessary rules and regulations like no other president had done before. We ordered all federal workers to return to the office. They will either show up for work in person or be removed from their job.
They're not going to clap for anything. What a bunch of idiots.
Are those Democrats? Are those
And
Democrat
we've
generals
ended
or are they not supposed
weaponized
to clap?
government
No,
where, as an
generals are not allowed
example,
to
a
clap for
sitting
anything.
president is
that
allowed
makes
to viciously prosecute his political opponent, like me.
Same with Supreme
How
Court
did that
judges.
work out? Not too good. Not too good.
Oh, I missed him so much. He is just giving the middle finger.
Don't miss
And
him.
I've
He's
stopped
back,
all
dude.
government censorship and brought back free speech in America. It's back.
This is the gangster Trump we all know and love.
Yeah. He doesn't care anymore. It's like, I can say where I
And
want.
2 days ago, I signed an order making
This is last
English
term.
the official language of the United
Yeah.
States of America.
Yeah.
This is a country where we speak English.
You speak English. Hey, there's Justice in the corner.
I renamed
No baby dog,
the
sad.
Gulf of Mexico the Gulf of America.
Gulf of America. Let's go.
I love it.
And
local
likewise,
soldiers call it
I
the Gulf, though.
renamed for a great president, William McKinley, Mount McKinley again.
That's gonna piss some people off.
At least the
Beautiful
Murkowski's
Alaska.
going to be...
We love Alaska.
Yeah, Murkowski probably not safe.
Love Alaska.
We've ended the tyranny of so-called diversity, equity, and inclusion policies all across the entire federal government and indeed the private sector and our military.
Good.
And our country will be woke no longer.
They're not gonna clap for anything. This party's learned nothing.
We
Of course
believe
not gonna
that
clap
whether
for
you are
End
a
of
doctor,
woke.
an accountant,
Wokeness
a
has just
lawyer,
been
or
defeated on
Shut up,
national
shut up.
TV.
traffic controller, you should be hired and promoted based on skill and competence, not race or gender. Very important.
That's good.
Yeah.
Last year's rap computer might say you need too partisan. Well, the difference is that
You
was just
should
bad.
be hired based on merit. And the Supreme Court, in a brave and very powerful decision, has allowed us to do so. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Hey, what's up, Tubbs?
Hey, what's up? What did I miss? Apparently,
We have
Hold on,
removed
shut
the
up.
poison of critical race theory from our public
Okay.
schools, and I signed an order making it the official policy of the United States government that there are only two genders, male and female.
Surely some Democrats stand for that. Surely one. Wow. Not one of them.
But Jeffries is going to censor them if they do.
I also signed an executive order to ban men from playing in women's sports.
Hey, you got Lawler clapping.
Yeah. 80-20 issues.
3
not
years
clapping.
ago,
What a bunch of
Peyton
dumbasses.
McNabb was an all-star high school athlete, one of the best, preparing for a future in college sports. But when her girls' volleyball match was invaded by a male, he smashed the ball so hard in Peyton's face, causing traumatic brain injury, partially paralyzing her right side,
Wait,
and
what?
ending her athletic career. It was a shot like she's never seen before. She's never seen anything like it. Peyton is here tonight in the gallery, and Peyton, from now on, schools will kick the men off the girls' team, or they will lose all federal funding.
Well, I did not hear about that. How could anyone defend that? Like, honestly, how?
Because equality and stuff. Oh, not equality, equity.
And if you really
equity.
want to see numbers, just take a look at what happened in the women's boxing, weightlifting, track and field, swimming, or cycling, where a male recently finished a long-distance race 5 hours and 14 minutes ahead of a woman for a new record by 5 hours. Broke the record by 5 hours. It's demeaning for women, and it's very bad for our country. We're not going to put up with it any longer.
I think it's something surveillance.
Yeah, that was used for next to the after.
Yeah, I think so.
After how you didn't recognize it.
What I have just described is only a small fraction of the common sense revolution that is now, because of us, sweeping the entire world. Common sense has become a common theme, and we will never go back. Never. Never going to let that happen.
We are not going back.
Among my very highest priorities is to rescue our economy and get dramatic and immediate relief to working families. As you know, we inherited from the last administration an economic catastrophe and an inflation nightmare. Their policies drove up energy prices, pushed up grocery costs, and drove the necessities of life out of reach for millions and millions of Americans. They've never had anything like it. We suffered the worst inflation in 48 years, but perhaps even in the history of our country. They're not sure. As president, I'm fighting every day to reverse this damage and make America affordable again. Joe Biden especially let the price of eggs get out of control.
Yes.
The egg price is out of control, and we're working hard to get it back down. Secretary, do a good job on that. You inherited a total mess from the previous administration. Do a good job.
Mention the chickens. Mention the chickens.
All right, let's see the Democrats and their eggs. Oh, wait,
A major focus of our fight to defeat inflation is rapidly reducing the cost of energy. The previous administration cut the number of new oil and gas leases by 95%, slowed pipeline construction to a halt, and closed more than 100 power plants. We are opening up many of those power plants right now.
What's the binder, Trump? What's the binder?
Is that a Democrat standing?
And frankly, we have never seen anything like it. That's why on my first day in office, I declared a national energy emergency.
Okay.
As you've heard me say many times, we have more liquid gold under our feet than any nation on earth, and by far. And now I fully authorize the most talented team ever assembled to go and get it. It's called Drill, Baby, Drill.
Yes! Drill, baby, drill's back. Yeah, it looks like a Dem or two are standing up for that one.
Now, might be a Republican that grabbed it.
It might be, I don't know. But
my administration is also working on a gigantic...
Because Republicans have slightly more seats, so they...
among the largest in the world, where Japan, South Korea, and other nations want to be our partner with investments of trillions of dollars each. There's never been anything like that one. It will be truly spectacular. It's all set to go. The permitting is gotten. And later this week, I will also take historic action to dramatically expand production of critical minerals and rare earths here in the USA.
Maybe that's the mineral deal in the binder.
Maybe.
Probably
To
not.
further
but,
combat
we'll see.
inflation, we will not only be reducing the cost of energy, but will be ending the flagrant waste of taxpayer dollars.
Rebuild the pipeline.
What's in the binder, Trump? Open it.
And to that end, I have created the brand new Department of Government Efficiency, GOGE. Perhaps you've heard of it. Perhaps.
Oh, they're clapping at Elon.
Yeah, I think Elon's up there somewhere. Yep, there he is.
Which is headed by Elon Musk, who is in the gallery tonight.
Come on, throw some people out.
Thank
You're
you,
defending
Elon.
Elon
He's
now, Mike.
working very hard. He
Musk
didn't need
sitting
this.
in the gallery.
He didn't need this. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. Everybody here,
He
even
should've done
this
the
side,
thing again.
appreciates it, I believe.
You know the thing.
They just don't want to admit that. Just listen to some of the appalling waste we have already identified. $22 billion from HHS to provide free housing and cars for illegal aliens. $45 million for diversity, equity, and inclusion scholarships in Burma. $40 million to improve the social and economic inclusion of sedentary migrants. Nobody knows what that is. $8 million to promote LGBTQI+ in the African nation of Lesotho, which nobody has ever heard of. $60 million for indigenous peoples and Afro-Colombian empowerment in Central America. $60 million. $8 million for making mice transgender.
Oh.
Yes.
This is real.
Mention the
This is how
$32
this is how you make noise
$32
pop
for a
about when you mention
left-wing
this.
propaganda operation in Moldova. $10 million for male circumcision in Mozambique. $20 million for the Arab Sesame Street in the Middle East. It's a
Arab
program.
Sesame Street.
$20 million for a program. $1.9 billion to recently created Decarbonization of Homes Committee, headed up, and we know she's involved. Just at the last moment, the money was passed over by a woman named Stacey Abrams. Have you ever heard of her?
You mentioned Stacey Abrams.
A $3.5 million consulting contract for lavish fish monitoring. $1.5 million for voter confidence in Liberia. $14 million for social cohesion in Mali. $59 million for illegal alien hotel rooms in New York City. He's a real estate developer. He's done very well. $250,000 to increase vegan local climate action innovation in Zambia. $42 million for social and behavior change in Uganda. $14 million for improving public procurement in Serbia. $47 million for improving learning outcomes in Asia.
Just keep going on.
Asia's doing very well with learning.
Listen to this crap.
I don't know what we're doing. Should use it ourselves. And $101 million for DEI contracts at the Department of Education, the most ever paid, nothing even like it. Under the Trump administration, all of these scams, and they're far worse, but I didn't think it was appropriate to talk about them. They're so bad. Many more have been found out and exposed and swiftly terminated by a group of very intelligent, mostly young people, headed up by Elon, and we appreciate it. We found hundreds of billions of dollars of fraud.
Just keep mentioning it. Just say, hey, William here.
Susan. Never mind. Susan Collins.
Yeah, she's not. She's a good one.
Oh yeah. That's gonna be something. Come on, Trump. Shout out Big Bull.
Yeah, come on.
And we've
Just one.
taken back the money and reduced our debt to fight inflation and
Am I
other
getting
things.
TikTok ads?
Taking back a lot of that money. We got it just in time. This is just the beginning. The
Who's
Government
yelling?
Accountability Office, a federal government office, has estimated annual fraud of over $500 billion in our nation.
Gosh.
And we are working very
That's what
hard
we
to
know
stop
about.
it. We're going to. We're also identifying shocking levels of incompetence and probable fraud in the Social Security program for our seniors, and that our seniors and people that we love rely on. Believe it or not, government databases list 4.7 million Social Security members from people aged 100 to 109 years old. It lists 3.6 million people from ages 110 to 119. I don't know any of them. I know some people that are rather
Forget the
elderly, but not
300-year-olds.
quite that elderly.
Agreed's filing
3.47
gosh.
million people from ages 120 to 129. 3.9 million people from ages 130 to 139.
Just keep going.
3.5 million people from ages 140 to 149. And money is being paid to many of them, and we're searching right now. In fact, Pam, good luck. Good luck. You're going to find it. But a lot of money is paid out to people because it just keeps getting paid, and nobody does, and it really hurts Social Security and hurts our country. 1.3 million people from ages 150 to 159, and over 130,000 people, according to the Social Security databases, are age over 160 years old. We have a healthier country than I thought, Bobby.
I think Democrats.
Bobby.
I think the Democrats are just yelling that he's lying.
He's literally not. That's in the database. So
He's lying. He's lying. No, then
it's literally in the database.
you try to then debunk it, you asshole. Don't just
Including-
say, "Oh, he's a liar."
To finish, 1,039 people between the ages of 220 and 229, one person between the age of 240 and 249, and one person is
Yes.
listed at 360 years of age. More than 100 years. More than 100 years older than our country.
He did it.
Yes.
But we're going to find out where that money's going. And it's not going to be pretty. By slashing all of the fraud, waste, and theft we can find, we will defeat inflation, bring down mortgage rates, lower car payments and grocery prices, protect our seniors, and put more money in the pockets of American families.
Yeah, it's only one person over the age of 300.
I wonder if that's going to be the new, they're eating the, you know what, stuff.
Yeah, probably.
And today, interest rates took a beautiful drop, big, beautiful drop. It's about time. And in the near future, I want to do what has not been done in 24 years, balance the federal budget. We're going to balance it.
Yes. This is like another 80-20 issue.
And we'll do things to them that have never been done before.
Yeah. 80-20 issue.
With that goal in mind, we have developed in great detail what we are calling the Gold Card, which goes on sale very, very soon. For $5 million, we will allow the most successful job-creating people from all over the world to buy a path to U.S. citizenship. It's like the green card, but better and more sophisticated. And these people will have to pay tax in our country. They won't have to pay tax from where they came. The money that they've made, you wouldn't want to do that, but they have to pay tax, create jobs. They'll also be taking people out of colleges and paying for them so that we can keep them in our country instead of having them being forced out. Number one, at the top school, as an example, being forced out in not being allowed to stay and create tremendous numbers of jobs
Oh,
and
that's
great
smart.
success for a company out there. So while we take out the criminals, killers, traffickers, and child predators who are allowed to enter our country under the open border policy of these people, the Democrats, the Biden administration, the open border insane policies that you've allowed to destroy our country, we will now bring in brilliant, hardworking, job-creating people. They're going to pay a lot of money,
We have
and we're
breaking
going to
news, by the way.
reduce our debt with that money.
Wait for the applause. Al Green is drafting articles of
I
impeachment.
saw that in chat. I was gonna bring that up.
After
What a
being kicked
loser!
out.
What a freaking loser! He is a professional loser.
Americans have given us a mandate for bold and profound change. For nearly 100 years, the federal bureaucracy has grown until it has crushed our freedoms, ballooned our deficits, and held back America's potential in every possible way. The nation founded by pioneers and risk takers now drowns under millions and millions of pages of regulations and debt. Approvals that
Oh, by the way,
should
Jasmine
take
Crockett
10
walked out.
days to get
Wow.
instead take 10 years, 15 years,
I
and
hope
even
the
20 years
Democrats.
before
I
you
fully
reject
endorsed
it.
Jasmine
Meanwhile, we
Crockett
have
winning the
hundreds of
Democratic
thousands of
nomination in
federal workers
2028.
who have not been showing up to work. My administration will reclaim power from this unaccountable bureaucracy, and we will restore true democracy to America again.
Good. True democracy. Just say you're the Senate dude. Come on. Say it.
By the way, we love Al Green the singer, but we don't love Al Green the R word.
And any federal bureaucrat who resists this change will be removed from office immediately. Because we are draining the swamp. It's very simple. And the days of rule by unelected bureaucrats are over.
What is that lady pointing at?
I don't know. Is that Bernie on his phone?
Yeah, probably.
She was pointing at
And
Musk.
the next phase of our plan to deliver the greatest economy in history is for this Congress to pass tax cuts for everybody. They're in there. They're waiting for you to vote. And I'm sure that the people on my right, I don't mean the Republican right, but my right here, I'm sure you're going to vote for those tax cuts, because otherwise I don't believe the people will ever vote you into office. So I'm doing you a big favor by telling you that. But I know this group is going to be voting for the tax.
This is for the billionaires. Tax cuts for the rich.
Thank you. It's a very, very big part of our plan. We had tremendous success
What's
in our
in the
first
binder?
term with it. A very big part of our plan. We're seeking permanent income tax cuts all across the board. And to get urgently needed relief to Americans hit especially hard by inflation, I'm calling for no tax on tips, no tax on overtime,
Yes.
and no tax on Social Security benefits for our great seniors.
Oh, but Trump wants to cut
Democrats-
Social Security.
Hey, Democrats, you gonna stand for that? Nope.
Nope.
No, you won't.
You
no,
freaking
Democrats.
idiots.
The Democrats, they
You
want to tax.
maroons.
They want to tax your tips. They want to tax your overtime, and they want to tax your Social
And I
Security.
also want to make interest payments on car loans tax deductible, but only if the car is made in America.
That's new. I like that one. And they're not clapping.
And by the way, we're going to have growth in the auto industry like nobody's ever seen. Plants are opening up all over the place. Deals are being made. Never seen. That's a combination of the election win and tariffs. It's a beautiful word, isn't it? That, along with our other policies, will allow our auto industry to absolutely boom. It's going to boom. Spoke to the majors today, all three, the top people, and they're so excited. In fact, already numerous car companies have announced that they will be building massive automobile plants in America, with Honda just announcing a new plant in Indiana, one of the largest anywhere in the
Gary,
world.
Indiana. Make it Gary, Indiana. Come on. Do it for the memes.
Let's bring Michael Jackson's hometown back to its old glory.
Yes.
Do it for MJ. Do it for MJ.
That's real. Not that MJ.
And this has taken place since our great victory on November 5th, a date which will hopefully go down as one of the most important in the history of our country. In addition, as part of our tax cuts, we want to cut taxes on domestic production and all manufacturing. And just as we did before, we will provide 100% expensing. It will be retroactive to January 20th, 2025. And it was one of the main reasons why our tax cuts were so successful in our first term, giving us the most successful economy in the history of our country.
Retroactive.
First term. We had a great first term.
I guess you did that first time.
If you don't make your product in America, however, under the Trump administration, you will pay a tariff, and in some cases, a rather large one. Other countries have used tariffs against us for decades, and now it's our turn to start using them against those other countries. On average, the European Union, China, Brazil, India, Mexico, and Canada, have you heard of them? And countless other nations charge us tremendously higher tariffs than we charge them. It's very unfair. India charges us auto tariffs higher than 100%. China's average tariff on our products is twice what we
100%
charge them.
Holy shit.
And South Korea's average tariff is 4 times higher. Think of that, 4 times higher. And we give so much help militarily and in so many other ways to South Korea, but that's what happens. This is happening by friend and foe. This system is not fair to the United States and never was, and so on April 2nd, I wanted to make it April 1st, but I didn't want to be accused of April Fool's Day. That's not, just one day cost us a lot of money. But we're going to do it in April. I'm a very superstitious person. April 2nd, reciprocal tariffs kick in. And whatever they tariff us, other countries, we will tariff them. That's reciprocal, back and forth. Whatever they tax us,
I like that.
we will tax them.
Reciprocal tax are popular, by the way. It like pulls for
If they
like 6%
do
on this.
non-monetary tariffs to keep us out of their market, then we will do non-monetary barriers to keep them out of our market. There's a lot of that, too. They don't even allow us in their market. We will take in trillions and trillions of dollars and create jobs like we have never seen before. I did it with China, and I did it with others, and the Biden administration couldn't do anything about it because there was so much money they couldn't do anything about it. We have been ripped off for decades by nearly every country on earth, and we will not let that happen any longer. Much has been said over the last 3 months about Mexico and Canada, but we have very large deficits with both of them. But even more importantly, they've allowed fentanyl to come into our country at levels never seen before, killing hundreds of thousands of our citizens and many very young, beautiful people, destroying families. Nobody's ever seen anything like it. They are, in effect, receiving subsidies of hundreds of billions of dollars. We pay subsidies to Canada and to Mexico of hundreds of billions of dollars, and the United States will not be doing that any longer. We're not going to do it any longer.
I want to know, how is this unpopular messaging? How can anyone be against this?
Thanks to our America First policies we're putting into place, we have had $1.7 trillion of new investment in America in just the past few weeks. The combination of the election and our economic policies that people of SoftBank, one of the most brilliant anywhere in the world, announced a $200 billion investment. OpenAI and Oracle, Larry Ellison, announced $500 billion investment, which they wouldn't have done if Kamala had won. Apple announced $500 billion investment. Tim Cook called me. He said, I cannot spend it fast enough. It's going to be much higher than that, I believe. They'll be building their plants here instead of in China. And just yesterday, Taiwan Semiconductor, the biggest in the world, most powerful in the world, has a tremendous amount, 97% of the market, announced a $165 billion investment to build the most powerful chips on earth right here in the USA.
America first.
None of the Dems are clapping.
These freaking idiots. Just this picture alone. It's not a good.
And we're not giving them any money. Your CHIPS Act is a horrible, horrible thing. We give hundreds of billions of dollars, and it doesn't mean a thing. They take our money and they don't spend it. All that meant to them, we're giving them no money. All that was important to them was they didn't want to pay the tariffs, so they came and they're building, and many other companies are coming. We don't have to give them money. We just want to protect our businesses and our people, and they will come because they won't have to pay tariffs if they build in America. So it's very amazing. You should get rid of the CHIP Act, and whatever's left over, Mr. Speaker, you should use it to reduce debt or any other reason you want to. Our new trade policy will also be great for the American farmer. I love the farmer.
Yeah, farmers.
We love our
Who
farmers.
will now be selling into our home market, the USA, because nobody is going to be able to compete with you.
Yes.
Because there's goods that come in from other countries and companies. They're really in a bad position in so many different ways. They're uninspected. They may be very dirty and disgusting, and they come in and they pour in, and they hurt our American farmers. The tariffs will go on agricultural product coming into America, and our farmers, starting on April 2nd, it may be a little bit of an adjustment period. We had that before when I made the deal with China, $50 billion of purchases, and I said, just bear with me, and they did. They did. Probably have to bear with me again, and this will be even better. That was great. The problem with it was that Biden didn't enforce it. He didn't enforce it. $50 billion of purchases, and we were doing great, but Biden did not enforce it, and it hurt our farmers. But our farmers are going to have a field day right now. So to our farmers, have a lot of fun. I love you too. I love you too. It's all going to happen.
Okay, what's the binder? I still want to know.
Oh, by the way, Jamal Bowman tweeted about it.
And I have also imposed a 25% tariff on foreign aluminum, copper, lumber, and steel, because if we don't have, as an example, steel and lots of other things, we don't have a military, and frankly, we just won't have a country very long. Here today is a proud American steelworker, fantastic person from Decatur, Alabama, Jeff Denard. Has been working at the same steel plant for 27 years in a job that has allowed him to serve as the captain of his local volunteer fire department, raise 7 children with his beautiful wife, Nicole, and over the years provide a loving home for more than 40 foster children. So great, Jeff.
I like this. Surely Democrats will stand for this one, right? Surely for the union steelworker.
Yeah, the union steelworker, the working class.
Surely.
Hey, Bernie, hey, Bernie Sanders, you gonna stand up? You gonna stand for him?
Stories like
Fetterman,
Jeff's
you stand for
remind
him?
us that tariffs are not just about protecting American jobs.
Yeah, I don't think
They're
they showed
about
them, yeah.
protecting the soul of our country. Tariffs are about making America rich again and making America great again, and it's happening, and it will happen rather quickly. There'll be a little disturbance, but we're
NAACP
okay with that.
said we stand with you, Al
It won't be
Green.
much.
Oh, gosh.
No, you're not. Oh. And look where Biden took us. Very low, the lowest we've ever been. Jeff, I want to thank you very much. And I also want to recognize another person who has devoted herself to foster care community. She worked so hard on it. A very loving person, our magnificent First Lady of the United States.
Truly they stand.
Oh, Trump dirty stripper. Oh, you blown
One of
dirty
those first
stripper.
ladies, everybody.
Melania's work has yielded incredible results, helping prepare our nation's future leaders as they enter the workforce. Our First Lady is joined by two impressive young women, very impressive. Haley Ferguson, who benefited from the First Lady's Fostering the Future initiative and is poised to complete her education and become a teacher. And Elliston Berry, who became a victim of an illicit deepfake image produced
Oh gosh, I heard
by a
about
peer.
this.
With Elliston's help, the Senate just passed the Take It Down Act, and this is so important. Thank you very much, John. John Thune, thank you. Stand up, John. Thank you, John.
You've been doing all right.
Yeah, it's pretty partisan speech, but
Thank
Trump's
you all
like
very much.
hammering them. That's why it's actually decent.
Well, I'm talking about Thune, but yeah.
Thank you.
Not, people complain
And
about
thank you
partisan
to
stuff.
John Thune and the Senate. Great job. To criminalize the publication of such images
Hey,
online
John
is
Thune
terrible,
mentioned.
terrible thing.
Yay.
And once it passes the House, I look forward to signing that bill into law. Thank you. And I'm going to use that bill for myself, too, if you don't mind. Because nobody gets treated worse than I do online. Nobody. That's great. Thank
Hey,
you
we
very
want to
much
keep
to the
those
Senate.
AI
Thank you.
gaming videos, though. We want to keep them.
Yeah, we wanna
But
keep
if we
going.
truly care about protecting Americans' children, no step is more crucial than securing America's borders. Over the past 4 years, 21 million people poured into the United States. Many of them were murderers, human traffickers, gang members, and other criminals from the streets of dangerous cities
Point at them
all
when he said
throughout
gang
the world.
members.
because of Joe
Why
Biden's
did he
insane
do
and very dangerous open
Because-
border
because
policies.
they love them. They stand
They're
with
now
them.
strongly embedded in our country, but we are getting them out and getting them out fast.
Beautiful. When we said gang members, he pointed at them.
Oh yeah, because Democrats, they love the game numbers. They love them. They love them so much.
And I want to thank Tom Homan and
Hey,
Christy. I
Homan
want to
mentioned.
thank you and Paul of Border Patrol. I want to thank you. What a job they've all done. Everybody, Border Patrol, ICE, law enforcement in general is incredible. We have to take care of our law enforcement. Have to.
Surely they stand for this.
Last
Well,
year,
Republicans will.
a brilliant 22-year-old nursing student named Laken Riley,
Oh, here you go.
the best in her class, admired by everybody, went out for a jog on the campus of the University of Georgia. That morning, Laken was viciously attacked, assaulted, beaten, brutalized, and horrifically murdered. Laken was stolen from us by a savage illegal alien gang member who was arrested while trespassing across Biden's open southern border and then set loose into the United States under the heartless policies of that failed administration. It was indeed a failed administration. He had then been arrested and released in a Democrat-run sanctuary city, a disaster, before ending the life of this beautiful young angel. With us this evening are Laken's beloved mother, Allison, and her sister, Lauren.
Everybody better freaking stand for this one. We better.
I mean, that bill was kind of bipartisan, you know.
They're not gonna stand. They're not standing.
Last year, I told Laken's grieving parents that we would ensure their daughter would not have died in vain. That's why the very first bill I signed into law as your 47th president mandates the detention of all dangerous criminal aliens who threaten public safety. It's a very strong, powerful act.
They're not stand. Oh my gosh, they didn't stand. They're not stand. What the fuck? They did not stand for that.
It's called the
And some of them voted to pass the
Lakin-Riley
bill.
Act. So
They hate
Allison and
America.
Lauren, America will never ever forget our beautiful Lakin Hope Riley.
These freaking people are disgusting. Like, oh my gosh. They didn't stand for Lakin Riley. Unbelievable. They voted for it.
Thank you very much. Since taking office, my administration has launched the most sweeping border and immigration crackdown in American history, and we quickly achieved the lowest numbers of illegal border crossers ever recorded. Thank you.
I think it might be confirmed that Jeffries isn't letting any of Democrats stand.
This is insane. This is freaking insane.
Jeffries is basically putting his own party in hostage.
The media and our friends in the Democrat Party kept saying we needed new legislation. We must have legislation to secure the border. But it turned out that all we really needed was a new president.
Yeah. They can't even stand for Lakin Riley. That's gonna cost them. That's gonna freaking cost them.
Thank you. Joe Biden didn't just open our borders, he flew illegal aliens over them to overwhelm our schools, hospitals, and communities throughout the country. Entire towns like Aurora, Colorado, and
Here we go.
Springfield,
Aurora,
Ohio,
oh,
buckled
gosh.
under
Oh,
the
boy.
weight
Oh,
of the
Springfield,
migrant
oh.
occupation and corruption
Stuff that happened in
like
Springfield.
nobody's
It
ever
is
seen
fine.
before. Beautiful towns
He might
destroyed.
have to censor something.
Now,
not money
just as I
laundering.
Yeah,
promised
probably.
in my inaugural address, we are achieving the great liberation of America.
Lies. What a freaking lie.
But there still is much work to be done. Here tonight is a woman I have gotten to know, Alexis Nungari from Houston. Wonderful woman. Last June,
Houston.
Alexis's 12-year-old daughter, her precious Jocelyn, walked to a nearby convenience store. She was kidnapped, tied up, assaulted for 2 hours under a bridge, and horrifically murdered.
Jeez.
Arrested and charged with this heinous crime are two illegal alien monsters from Venezuela, released into America by the last administration through their ridiculous open border. The death of this beautiful 12-year-old girl and the agony of her mother and family touched our entire nation greatly. Alexis, I promised that we would always remember your daughter, your magnificent daughter, and earlier tonight, I signed an order keeping my word to you. One thing I have learned about Jocelyn is that she loved animals so much. She loved nature. Across Galveston Bay, from where Jocelyn lived in Houston, you will find a magnificent national wildlife refuge.
Where's this
A
going?
pristine, peaceful, 34,000-acre sanctuary for all of God's creatures on the edge of the Gulf of America. Alexis, moments ago, I formally renamed that refuge in loving memory of your beautiful daughter, Jocelyn.
That's nice.
So, Mr. Vice President, if you would, may I have the order?
Oh, wow.
Oh, he's signing it right then and there.
And Democrats not stick.
Democrats aren't
Oh, they
staying.
split up.
Dems aren't clapping for this dude.
They aren't clapping for this. Show that picture where he signed it, and they didn't clap. These freaking people.
The wildlife refuge, I believe that's the Moody Wildlife
Thank you
Refuge.
very much.
It's
All
named after the
three
Moody family.
savages charged with Jocelyn and Lakin's murders were members of the Venezuelan prison gang, the toughest gang, they say, in the world. known as Tren de Aragua. 2 weeks ago, I
Heartless
officially
bastards.
designated
That's
this
what I said,
gang,
Matt.
along with
Come on,
MS-13
it's a
and the
freaking
bloodthirsty
kid.
Mexican drug cartels, as foreign terrorist organizations.
I'd like to mention, so the wildlife refuge is named the Moody Wildlife Refuge, named after a Moody family. This is not, Ashley Moody, which is a different Moody family that's just out of Galveston. Moody Gardens in Galveston is named after them.
They are now officially in the same category as ISIS, and that's not good for them. Countless thousands of these terrorists were welcomed into the U.S. by the Biden administration. But now every last one will be rounded up and forcibly removed from our country, or, if they're too dangerous, put in jails, standing trial in this country, because we don't want them to come back ever. With us this evening is a warrior on the front lines of that battle, Border Patrol Agent Roberto Ortiz. Great guy.
I mean, this is just wow. I thought they were clapped for that. But it just, oh gosh.
Jeffries won't let them. He won't let them.
In January, Roberto and another agent were patrolling by the Rio Grande near an area known as Cartel Island. Doesn't sound too nice to me. When heavily armed gunmen started shooting at them, Roberto saw that his partner was totally exposed, at great danger, and he leapt into action, returning fire and providing crucial seconds for his fellow agent to seek safety, just barely. I have some of the prints of that event, and it was not good. Agent Ortiz, we salute you for your great courage and for your line of fire that you took, and for the bravery that you showed. We honor you, and we will always honor you. Thank you, Roberto, very much.
The trip is amazing, by the way. I got put out.
I mean, that's the Border Patrol uniform.
I know, the Border Patrol's amazing.
Thank you, Roberto. And I actually got to know him on my many calls to the border. He's a great gentleman. The territory to the immediate south of our border is now dominated entirely by criminal cartels that murder, rape, torture, and exercise total control. They have total control over a whole nation, posing a grave threat to our national security.
I'm going to super chats later,
The cartels are waging war on America, and it's time for America to wage war on the cartels, which we are doing. Five nights ago, Mexican authorities, because of our tariff policies being imposed on them, think of this, handed over to us 29 of the biggest cartel leaders in their country. That has never happened before. They want to make us happy. First time ever.
That's how you message terrorists, by the way.
But we need Mexico and Canada to do much more than they've done, and they have to stop the fentanyl and drugs pouring into the USA. They're going to stop it. I have sent Congress a detailed funding request laying out exactly how we will eliminate these threats to protect our homeland and complete the largest deportation operation in American history, larger even than current record holder President Dwight D. Eisenhower, a moderate man, but someone who believed very strongly in borders. Americans expect Congress to send me this funding without delay so I can sign it into law. So, Mr. Speaker, John Thune, both of you, I hope you're going to be able to do that, Mr. Speaker. Thank you. Mr. Leader, thank you. Thank you very much. And let's get it to me. I'll sign it so fast, you won't even believe it.
Off topic, but I wonder if Vance has seen those news with him.
What?
And
I
as
wonder if
we
Vance has seen those
reclaim
memes
our
of him.
sovereignty,
Maybe.
we must also bring back
so.
law and order to our
And
cities
order,
and towns.
yes.
What's in the binder, Trump?
What's in the binder? Show us the binder.
In recent years, our justice system has been turned upside down by radical left
Please.
lunatics. Many jurisdictions virtually ceased enforcing the law against dangerous
Please be
repeat
what I think it
offenders
is.
while weaponizing law enforcement against political opponents like me. My administration has acted swiftly and decisively to restore fair, equal, and impartial justice under the constitutional rule of law, starting at the FBI and the DOJ. Pam, good luck. Cash, wherever you may be, good luck. Good luck. Pam Bond, good luck. So important.
Be the files.
Going to do a great job. Cash, thank you. Thank you,
Hey, it's
Cash.
Yeah. Give us those files.
Where are they at?
They've already started
the
very
binder.
strong. They're going to do a fantastic job. You're going to be very proud of them. We're also once again giving our police officers the support, protection, and respect they so dearly deserve. They have to get it. They have such a hard, dangerous job, but we're going to make it less dangerous. The problem is the bad guys don't respect the law, but they're starting to respect it, and they soon will respect it. This also includes our great fire departments throughout the country. Our firemen and women are
Don't you
unbelievable
Democrats bitch
people,
about
and we'll
that?
never forget them. And besides that, they
Well, we bitch
voted
about
for me in
everything.
record
I know,
numbers,
come
so I
on.
have no choice.
Firefighters and stuff, really? And they're not clapping. They haven't clapped for a
1
damn
year
thing.
ago this month, 31-year-old New York police officer Jonathan Diller, unbelievably wonderful person and a great officer, was gunned down at a traffic stop on Long Island. I went to his funeral. The vicious criminal charged with his murder had 21 prior arrests, and they were rough arrests, too. He was a real bad one. The thug in the seat next to him had 14 prior arrests and went by the name of Killer. He was Killer. He killed other people, they say, a lot of them. I attended Officer Diller's service, and when I met his wife and one-year-old son, Ryan, it was very inspirational, actually.
One-year-old son. Oh, gosh.
His widow's name is Stephanie, and she is here tonight. Stephanie, thank you very much, Stephanie.
This has got to end.
Thank you very much.
A one-year-old son. That's his dad. That's his dad.
Stephanie, we're going to make sure that Ryan knows his dad was a true hero, New York's finest, and we're going to get these cold-blooded killers and repeat offenders off our streets, and we're going to do it fast. Got to stop it. They get out with 28 arrests. They push people into subway trains. They hit people over the head, back of the head with baseball bats.
Jeez.
We got to get them out of here. I've already signed an
Deport
executive
them.
order requiring a mandatory death penalty for anyone who murders a police officer. And tonight I'm asking Congress to pass that policy into permanent law.
How can anyone be against that?
I mean, a lot of them are just against the death penalty. period.
I'm also
So,
asking for a new crime bill getting tough on repeat offenders while enhancing protections for America's police officers so they can do their jobs without fear of their lives being totally destroyed. They don't want to be killed. We're not going to let them be killed.
They're really...
Joining us in the gallery tonight is a young man who truly loves our police. His name is DJ Daniel. He is 13 years old, and he has always dreamed of becoming a police officer.
surely Democrats clap for this. Surely.
Yeah,
Is
come
he
on.
like a Make-A-Wish kid?
There might be. Looks like he has a star on his head, so that might be Make-A-Wish. Probably got like brain cancer or something. I mean, I hate to assume that, but
Yeah,
you look at the scar on his head.
Yeah, he's scarring.
But in 2018, DJ was diagnosed with brain cancer.
Yeah,
The doctors gave him
I was
5
right,
months
yeah.
at most to live. That was more than 6 years ago.
Come on, Democrats, sing
He's
it.
a fighter. He's a fighter.
Are Democrats gonna sing? Come on. Yeah, hey, camera, point to
Bam!
Democrats.
And the camera!
Since that time, DJ and his dad have been on a quest to make his dream come true, and DJ has been sworn in as an honorary law enforcement officer, actually a number of times. The police love him, the police departments love him. And tonight, DJ, we're going to do you the biggest honor of them all. I am asking our new Secret Service Director, Sean Curran, to officially make you an agent of the United States Secret Service.
Yeah!
Yeah. There's Elon Musk.
I love it. How can anyone hate this?
Because warmth.
People are sitting there clap.
EJ.
Real Tech said that the guy has your profile pic as his shirt, dude. That's crazy.
Thank you, DJ.
They didn't freaking stand up! Oh my gosh!
DJ's doctors believe his cancer likely came
Hakeem
from a
Jeffries is a
chemical
bitch.
he was exposed to when he was younger.
They
Since
didn't stand for
1975,
freaking
rates
cancer.
of
Oh my
child cancer
gosh.
have increased by more than 40%. Reversing this trend is one of the top priorities for our new presidential commission to make America healthy again, chaired by our new Secretary of Health and Human Services, Robert F. Kennedy, Jr.
Oh, he just salutes! Oh no!
Oh, he did the thing. He did the thing.
With the name Kennedy, you would have thought everybody over here would have been cheering. How quickly they forget. Our
Yeah, I mean,
goal
his
is
family disowned
to
him,
get
so.
toxins out of our environment, poisons out of our food supply, and keep our children healthy and strong. As an example, not long ago, and you can't even believe these numbers, 1 in 10,000 children had autism, 1 in 10,000. And now it's 1 in 36. There's something wrong. 1 in 36. Think of that.
That's bad.
So we're going to find out what it is, and there's nobody better than Bobby and all of the people that are working with you. You have the best to figure out what is going on. Okay, Bobby? Good luck. It's a very important job. Thank you. Go get him.
Get him, Bobby.
Thank you. My administration is also working to protect our children from toxic ideologies in our schools. A few years ago, January, Littlejohn and her husband discovered that their daughter's school had secretly socially transitioned their 13-year-old little girl.
Jeez.
Teachers and administrators conspired to deceive January and her husband while encouraging her daughter to use a new name.
All these freaking people in jail.
And pronouns.
Enough of this shit.
They, them pronoun, actually.
Oh my
All without
gosh.
telling January, who is here tonight and is now a courageous advocate against this form of child abuse. January, thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
You know, here's the thing. Some of these Democrats probably want to stand, but Jeffries won't let them.
Because Jeffries, I don't know how do you call it?
You know, and these people
Thank
like
you.
to claim that they're putting country over party.
Stories like this are why, shortly
they
after
won't,
taking
you know,
office, I signed
disobey
an executive
Jeffries
order
to
banning
stand for
public
common
schools
sense
from
stuff.
indoctrinating our children with
So-
transgender ideology.
Yeah, Adam Kinzinger, putting country over party, eh? Country first, eh? What's the country?
Yeah, what's a country? Yeah, which country?
I also signed an order to cut off all taxpayer funding to any institution that engages in the sexual mutilation of our youth.
Good.
And now I want Congress to pass a bill permanently banning and criminalizing sex changes on children and forever ending the lie that any child is trapped in the wrong body. This is a big lie.
It's the big lie, the big lie.
Come on, binder. Give us the
And
binder.
our message to every child in America is that you are perfect exactly the way God made you.
I love it. That's actually good.
Oh, yeah.
You're not a mistake. You're made in the image of God, and they don't stand up. Take a picture, everybody, of this.
Because we're getting
Oh my
wokeness
gosh.
out of our schools and out of our military. And
Democrats
it's
believe you're
already
made in the
out,
image of
and
science.
it's out of our society. We don't want it. Wokeness is trouble. Wokeness is bad. It's gone. It's gone. And we feel so much better for it, don't we? Don't we feel better? Our service members won't be activists and ideologues. They will be fighters and warriors. They will fight for our country. And Pete, congratulations. Secretary of Defense, congratulations.
Yes,
And he's not big into the woke movement, I can tell you. I know him well. I am pleased to report that in January, the U.S. Army had its single best recruiting month in 15 years, and that all armed services are having among the best recruiting results ever in the history of our services. What a difference.
Yeah, make the military good again.
And you know, it was just a few months ago where the results were exactly the opposite. We couldn't recruit anywhere. We couldn't recruit. Now we're having the best results just about that we've ever had. What a tremendous turnaround. It's really a beautiful thing to see. People love our country again. It's very simple. They love our country, and they love being in our military again. So it's a great thing, and thank you very much. Great job. Thank you.
Well, they hit our country. Let's stand for that.
We're joined tonight by a young
Well,
man,
dude, if they wouldn't
Jason
stand for the
Hartley,
cancer
who
kid, they're
knows
not
the
standing
weight
for
of
any.
that Call of Duty. Jason's father, grandfather, and great-grandfather all wore the uniform. Jason tragically lost his dad, who was also a Los Angeles County Sheriff's deputy when he was just a boy, and now he wants to carry on the family legacy of service. Jason is a senior in high school, a six-letter varsity athlete, a really good athlete, they say, a brilliant student with a 4.46, that's good, GPA.
Yeah, 4.4.
And his greatest dream is to attend the U.S. Military Academy at West Point. And Jason, that's a very big deal getting in. That's a hard one to get into. But I'm pleased to inform you that your application has been accepted. You will soon be joining the Corps of Cadets.
W.
Hey, Democrats,
Good for him.
Hey, there's the general
And
clapping.
the Democrats started clapping. One of them all. Yeah, the generals are actually clapping, which makes sense.
Yeah.
Obviously.
You get one Democrat clapping. Oh, good.
Yeah, get the token Democrat. That's like a model.
Jeffrey's
Probably
probably gonna be on their
golden.
ass at some
You couldn't
point.
see the
Thank you.
face, but I guarantee it's
Jason,
gold.
you're going to be on the long gray line, Jason. As Commander-in-Chief, my focus is on building the most powerful military of the future. As a first step, I'm asking Congress to fund a state-of-the-art Golden Dome missile defense shield to protect our homeland.
Yes.
All made in the USA.
Yes.
If Israel can have one, why can't we?
Yeah. Yeah, Israel gets what we gotta get one.
And Ronald Reagan wanted to do it long ago, but the technology just wasn't there, not even close. But now we have the technology. It's incredible, actually. And other places, they have it. Israel has it. Other places have it. And the United States should have it too, right, Tim, right? They should have it too. So I want to thank you. But it's a very,
Man, this is a
very
long
important.
speech.
This
Holy
is a
crap.
very dangerous world. We should have it. We want to be protected, and we're going to protect our citizens like never before. To boost our defense industrial base, we are also going to resurrect the American shipbuilding industry, including commercial shipbuilding and military shipbuilding. And for that purpose, I am announcing tonight that we will create a new Office of Shipbuilding in the White House and offer special tax incentives to bring this industry home to America where it belongs. We used to make so many ships. Yes. We don't make them anymore very much, but we're going to make them very fast, very soon. It will have a huge impact. To further enhance our national security, my administration will be reclaiming the Panama Canal, and we've already started doing it.
Take it back. We gave it for $1. We'll take it for less. Oh, the generals are clapping.
Just today, a large American company announced they are buying both ports around the Panama Canal and lots of other things having to do with the Panama Canal and a couple of other canals. The Panama Canal was built by Americans for Americans, not for others, but others could use it. But it was built at tremendous cost of American blood and treasure. 38,000 workers died building the Panama Canal. They died of malaria. They died of snake bites and mosquitoes. Not a nice place to work.
Jeez.
They paid them very highly to go there, knowing there was a 25% chance that they would die.
I guess, yeah.
The most expensive project also that was ever built in our country's history, if you bring it up to modern day costs.
Remember, there's a part of Panama
it was given
where
away by the Carter administration for $1. But that agreement has been violated very severely.
That's why the Transcontinental Highway doesn't exist.
We gave it to Panama, and we're taking it back.
We will never have a road connecting Panama City to Colombia. But maybe the United States will build one. Maybe we will one day. Let's complete the Transcontinental Railroad.
And we have Marco Rubio in charge. Good luck, Marco.
Let's connect Canada to Chile.
We know who to blame if anything goes wrong. Marco's been amazing, and he's going to do a great job. Think of it. He got 100 votes.
Yeah, Rubio has been amazing.
You know, he was approved with actually 99, but the 100th was this gentleman, and I feel very certain. So let's assume he got 100 votes. And I'm either very, very happy about that, or I'm very concerned about it. But he's already proven. I mean, he's a great gentleman. He's respected by everybody, and we appreciate you voting for Marco. He's going to do a fantastic job. Thank you. Thank you.
Are the Democrats going to clap?
He's doing a great job.
They voted for him, so theoretically.
Great job.
And I don't think any of them stood up.
And I also have a message tonight for the incredible
like I said, if they wouldn't clap
Greenland.
for the cancer patient, they won't clap for any.
We strongly support your right to determine your own future. And if you choose, we welcome you into the United States of America. We need Greenland for national security and even international security. And we're working with everybody involved to try and get it. But we need it really for international world security. And I think we're going to get it. One way or the other, we're going to get it.
Yeah.
We will keep you safe. We will make you rich, and together
booing.
we will take Greenland to heights like you have never thought
Imperialism.
possible before.
All right.
It's a very small population,
Let's take Canada
a
and
very,
Mexico.
very
Take
large piece
everything.
of land, and very, very important for
The 52nd
military
state of the
security.
United States
America
owns
is once
Mexico.
again standing strong against the forces of radical Islamic terrorism. 3.5 years ago, ISIS terrorists killed 13 American service members and countless others in the Abbey Gate bombing during the disastrous and incompetent withdrawal from Afghanistan. Not that they were withdrawing, it was the way they withdrew. Perhaps the most embarrassing moment in the history of our country. Tonight, I am pleased to announce that we have just apprehended the top terrorist responsible for that atrocity, and he is right now on his way here to face the swift sword of American justice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Death penalty. And they're not standing. Congratulations.
I think I see a couple of them clapping. But,
They're clapping. They're barely clapping.
you know, it's probably because Jeffries just lifted the rule and just said, "Yeah, you know what, fine, we look bad, y'all can clap, just don't stand."
And I want to thank especially the government of Pakistan for helping arrest this monster.
Pakistan, oh.
This was
all
a
right.
very momentous day for those 13 families.
I haven't
who
been able to
actually got
say that
know
in a
very
while.
well, most of them.
Thank you,
Whose children
Pakistan.
were murdered, and the many
I mean,
people that were
considering we
so
literally
badly,
killed
over
Osama.
42
I
people.
mean, it's
so badly
interesting. You
injured
literally
on that
killed Osama bin
fateful
Laden
day
in
in
Pakistan.
Afghanistan. What a horrible day. Such incompetence was shown that when Putin saw what happened, I guess he said, wow, maybe this is my chance. That's how bad it was. Should have never happened. Grossly incompetent people. I spoke to many of the parents and loved ones, and they're all in our hearts tonight. Just spoke to them on the phone. We had a big call. Every one of them called, and everybody was on the line, and they did nothing but cry with happiness. They were very happy, as happy as you can be under those circumstances. Their child, brother, sister, son, daughter was killed for no reason whatsoever. In the Middle East, we're bringing back our hostages from Gaza. In my first term, we achieved one of the most groundbreaking peace agreements in generations, the Abraham Accords.
We're gonna do a part 2.
You gonna throw something?
Who are they clapping at? They're one of the leaders of.
And now we're going to build on that foundation to create a more peaceful and prosperous future for the entire region. A lot of things are happening in the Middle East. People have been talking about that so much lately with everything going on with Ukraine and Russia. But a lot of things are happening in the Middle East. It's a rough neighborhood, actually. I'm also working tirelessly to end the savage conflict in Ukraine. Millions of Ukrainians and Russians have been needlessly killed or wounded in this horrific and brutal conflict with no end in sight. The United States has sent hundreds of billions of dollars to support Ukraine's defense with no security, with no anything.
People clapping. That's
Yeah.
is that the Republicans, the neocons? Probably neocons.
Who knows?
Do you want to keep it going for another 5 years? Yeah, you would say Pocahontas says yes.
The clappers. Oh gosh.
2,000 people are being killed every single week. More than that. They're Russian young people. They're Ukrainian young people. They're not Americans, but I want it to stop. Meanwhile, Europe has sadly spent more money buying Russian oil and gas than they have spent on defending Ukraine, by far. Think of that.
That's pathetic.
They've spent more buying Russian oil and gas than they have defending. And we've spent perhaps $350 billion like taking candy from a baby. That's what happened. And they've spent $100 billion. What a difference that is. And we have an ocean separating us, and they don't. But we're getting along very well with them, and lots of good things are happening. Biden has authorized more money in this fight than Europe has spent by billions and billions of dollars. It's hard to believe that they wouldn't have stopped it and said, at some point, come on, let's equalize. You got to be equal to us. But that didn't happen. Earlier today, I received an important letter from President Zelensky of Ukraine. The letter reads, Ukraine is ready to come to the negotiating table as soon as possible to bring lasting peace closer. Nobody wants peace more than the Ukrainians, he said. My team and I stand ready to work under President Trump's strong leadership to get a peace that lasts. We do really value how much America has done to help Ukraine maintain its sovereignty and independence. Regarding the agreement on minerals and security, Ukraine is ready to sign it at any time that is convenient for you. I appreciate that he sent this letter, just got it a little while ago. Simultaneously, we've had serious discussions with Russia and have received strong signals that they are ready for peace. Wouldn't that be beautiful? Wouldn't that be beautiful?
I just hope this is another, like, Lucy football situation, you know.
It better not.
I mean, that's kind of what Zelensky did the first time, you know, a few days ago.
Wouldn't that be beautiful?
There's Mike Collins and my congressman.
And no, instead.
It's time to stop this madness. It's time to halt the
I
killing.
got a Ukraine tie.
It's time to end the senseless war. If you want to end wars, you have to talk to both sides.
Finally,
Nearly 4
someone
years
said
ago,
that.
amid rising tensions, a history teacher named Mark Fogel was detained in Russia and sentenced to 14 years in a penal colony. Rough stuff. The previous administration barely lifted a finger to help him. They knew he was innocent, but they had no idea where to begin. But last summer, I promised his 95-year-old mother, Malphine, that we would bring her boy safely back home. After 22 days in office, I did just that, and they are here tonight.
I didn't get that. Who was that?
Someone got was stuck in Russia.
Oh, okay.
To Mark and his great mom, we are delighted to have you safe and sound and with us. As fate would have it, Mark Fogel was born in a small rural town in Butler, Pennsylvania. Have you heard of it? Where his mother has lived for the past 78 years.
Butler,
I just happened to go there last July 13th for a rally. That was not pleasant. And that is where I met his beautiful mom right before I walked onto that stage. And I told her I would not forget what she said about her son. And I never did I? Never forgot. Less than 10 minutes later, at that same rally, gunfire rang out, and a sick and deranged assassin unloaded 8 bullets from his sniper's perch into a crowd of many thousands of people. My life was saved by a fraction of an inch, but some were not so lucky. Corey Comparator was a firefighter, a veteran, a Christian, a husband, a devoted father, and above all, a protector. When the sound of gunshots pierced the air, it was a horrible sound. Corey knew instantly what it was and what to do. He threw himself on top of his wife and daughters and shielded them from the bullets with his own body. Corey was
Bernie
hit
walked out
really
of the
hard.
House chamber.
Who did?
You know the story from there. He sacrificed
Bernie
his life
Sanders.
to save theirs. Two others, very fine people, were also seriously hit. But thankfully, with the help of two great country doctors, we thought they were gone and they were saved. So those doctors had great talent. We're joined by Corey's wife, Helen, who was his high school sweetheart, and their two beloved daughters, Allison and Kaylee. Thank you.
Rich boy.
To Helen, Allison, and Kaylee, Corey is looking down on his three beautiful ladies right now, and he is cheering you on. He loves you. He is cheering you on. Corey was taken from us much too soon, but his destiny was to leave us all with a shining example of the selfless devotion of a true American patriot. It was love like Corey's that built our country, and it's love like Corey's that is going to make our country more majestic than ever before. I believe that my life was saved that day in Butler for a very good reason. I was saved by God to make America great again. I believe that. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm not surprised, just saying. How many people left? Holy crap.
Thank you very much. From the patriots of Lexington and Concord to the heroes of Gettysburg and Normandy, from the warriors who crossed the Delaware to the trailblazers who climbed the Rockies, and from the legends who soared at Kitty Hawk.
Warren clapped at being
astronauts
called
who touched the
Pocahontas.
moon.
Bro.
Americans have always been the people who defied all odds, transcended all dangers, made the most extraordinary sacrifices, and did whatever it took to defend our children, our country, and our freedom. And as we have seen in this chamber tonight, that same strength, faith, love, and spirit is still alive and thriving in the hearts of the American people. Despite the best efforts of those who would try to censor us, silence us, break us, destroy us, Americans are today a proud, free, sovereign, and independent nation that will always be free, and we will fight for it till death. We will never let anything happen to our beloved country, because we are a country of doers, dreamers, fighters, and survivors. Our ancestors crossed a vast ocean, strode into the unknown wilderness, and carved their fortunes from the rock and soil of a perilous and very dangerous frontier. They chased our destiny across a boundless continent. They built the railroads, laid the highways, and graced the world with American marvels like the
by the way,
Empire
that
State
brain cancer
Building, the
survivor is actually
mighty
from Houston.
Hoover Dam,
Yeah, that's what I thought.
and the towering Golden Gate
Yeah,
Bridge.
that's the Houston PD
They lit the world
uniform.
with electricity, broke free of the force of gravity, fired up the engines of American industry, vanquished the communists, fascists, and Marxists all over the world, and gave us countless modern wonders sculptured out of iron, glass, and steel. We stand on the shoulders of these pioneers who won and built the modern age, these workers who poured their sweat into the skylines of our cities, these warriors who shed their blood on fields of battle and gave everything they had for our rights and for our freedom. Now it is our time to take up the righteous cause of American liberty. And it is our turn to take America's destiny into our own hands and begin the most thrilling days in the history of our country.
W.
This will be our greatest era. with God's help, over the next 4 years, we are going to lead this nation even higher, and we are going to forge the freest, most advanced, most dynamic, and most dominant civilization ever to exist on the face of this earth. We are going to create the highest quality of life, build the safest and wealthiest and healthiest and most
And the
vital
Associated Press
communities
live
anywhere in the
chat
world.
is
We are going
whole,
to conquer
mess.
the vast frontiers of science, and we are going to lead humanity
Someone
into
said Free
space and
Luigi ain't got
plant the
32
American
likes.
flag
Oh,
on the planet
anyways.
Mars and even far beyond.
We're gonna put a man on Mars.
And everyone's just leaving. Wow, what a very sight
Our
to
guns
behold.
are leaving, dude.
What a sight to behold. For a man on Mars.
And through it all, we are going to rediscover the unstoppable power
Imperialism.
of the American spirit.
Imperialism.
And we are going to renew unlimited promise of the American dream. Every single day, we will stand up and we will fight, fight, fight for the country our
Fight.
citizens believe in and for the country our people deserve.
We choose to go to Mars in this decade and do the other things.
You shouldn't
not
say
because
that.
they are easy, but because they are hard.
Come on, Kenny's right there. Just say it. He's right there. And another one left.
Ah, well, hey. Trump, 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 Trump.
Hey, some of the flags.
My fellow Americans, get ready for an incredible future because the golden age of America has only just begun. It will be like nothing that has ever been seen before. Thank you, God bless you, and God bless
Excellent.
America.
Just forgot an ad.
And all the Democrats are leaving. Bye.
I fully should go fuck yourselves.
Holy shit. Well, that was certainly a, wow. That was certainly a state of the, well, not state of the union, but a address to Congress. I think that was amazing. I think it was a really
That's
good
it.
speech.
Refreshing to actually have a good one for now.
Yeah, I mean, the Bidens were terrible.
I had to wait, 5 years.
Yeah, so, I have no clue what the fuck Democrats were thinking. What the fuck were they thinking?
Blump.
I don't care, like, and the cope on Twitter is, oh, Republicans cut cancer funding. First of all, that's always, I never found the proof of that. They just say they supposedly did. By the way, it's like, what's worse? Cutting funding.
It's basically like a Save the Puppies ad. It's a Save the Puppies act that has nothing to do with puppies. That's basically what it is.
Yeah. All right, we got a bunch of super chats to catch up to. Logos plus lifestyle for 5. You could tell from who's standing and who's clapping whether they are red or blue. Yeah. American Nerd for 2. P. Ron would never have the balls kick out Green. Yeah. That was amazing. He kicked out Green. American Nerd for 3. Good. Glad Trump called all those assholes. Yeah. K-Cup for 2. Must steal. Says people stole our money. Yeah. They stole our money.
Hey, Luke, what's up with your mic?
Yeah, fix your mic.
What?
Oh, did you just have it on like the whole time accidentally?
Wait, what?
Anyways, Prince is Writer for 5.
Wait, what? Hello? Wait, is my audio good?
Your mic sucks. I gotta read through these super chats. Prince Rider for 5. A trans activist wearing I have a bigger Johnson than Trump / hashtag womanhood shirt was escorted out by Secret Service. Yeah, complete work.
Oh, by the way, speaking of transgenders, McBride was there.
Yeah.
Wearing the pink suit.
Oh gosh.
Acting like he's one of them.
All right, I gotta read through the rest of these super chats. In General Hydra for 5. Oh my God, JD Vance is so freaking tall, makes Mike Johnson look small. Well, Johnson's short actually. He's actually pretty short. So, Holly for 20. Man, this is so sad. No Democrats standing, clapping, disgusting. What happened to the Blue Dog Democrats and the JFK Democrats? I still kind of am progressive, but this is disgusting, sad. Moderate Dems are gone, man. I mean, like, listen. I don't give a rat's ass what bill Republicans supposedly. That's a freaking kid with cancer. Give me a freaking. We can't clap. What does that do with anything? It's a scam. Hamster eater for 5. Record numbers among young and Hispanic voters. The biggest popular vote margin since the 88. There really is no one like Trump. Yeah. Right guy for 5. Hate to say it, but the reason Dems didn't stand for the kid with cancer because they want every Republican to get cancer and die. You're not wrong, probably. SoCal Loom for 2. No Manscaped shout out by 47. Yeah, I'm sad. I wanted to see that. American Nerd for 2. So worth the wait of 4 years. USA, USA, USA. Yep, Anari for 5. 5 that didn't clap. Let them tell us who they are. Yeah.
I think the Democrat logic is like, oh, Republicans don't care about childhood cancer, so why should we?
Chief constituent has been a member for 20 months. They probably spent $100 million on botched transition surgeries in Malawi. Treated disgusting that we were ruled by people like this. Yeah, we were ruled by these people for years. So, Sean Resendez for 2. How does anyone vote for Dem after this? I don't know what the fuck, Jeffries. What the fuck was he thinking? What the actual fuck was he thinking with that one? Does anyone know?
You gotta remember, this guy was anticipating his Trump nickname, remember? And then he just called him Captain Chaos.
Oh,
Do you
yeah.
remember that, right?
Captain Chaos.
They were anticipating the nickname. And then he just came out and said Captain Chaos. No, and yesterday, what was it? He did this video where he said yo unironically. Or bro. It was bro. He was like he was like, bro, we're coming after you. And it was like the most cringe thing possible.
Hold up, we got breaking news. We got breaking news from America First Insight. 538 is dead. The website 538 has been killed by ABC. Yeah, Nate Silverson's gone. It's officially gone. Yes! 538 is officially gone, everybody. We have won. W's in chat. We never have to see that freaking website again. It's gone forever.
That's crazy.
Rip
No,
Bozo.
but Rap, I think this is the image of tonight. What I just replied to.
Yeah.
Look how defeated they look, dude.
Yeah, I got.
Post it, put it on screen.
Dude.
Or just.
I really can't.
Wait,
actually,
let me try to see if I can get the picture. Yeah. The picture is what matters. I don't care about the video. Like, the video
let me pull
is
this up.
Like.
Let me pull this up. You send the picture of it?
Oh, yeah, give me a sec.
Hold up, chat. Gotta get this picture. Yeah, so Nate Plastic is dead.
There you go.
Nate Plastic is dead, ladies and gentlemen. Gone for good. Yep, this is the picture of... Is that Chris Coons? Yeah, Chris Coons and I think Mark Kelly. They're done. They realize they're toast. Glitch Evie for 2. Imagine not clapping for the cancer kid. Yeah, what a freaking disgrace. For a freaking kid. Oh my gosh. American Nerd for 3. Who's the idiot doing Democrat response to the speech? She's a nut job. She's gonna be absolutely deranged, by the way. So, good job. Yes, I think that's it for a night, everybody. You guys agree? Hello?
I suppose.
Yeah, we'll be back
we
tomorrow.
got the post-mortem. When's are they gonna do a poll of like how people think about it?
They're gonna do that, but freaking they're gonna be full
Yeah,
of
it'll
shit.
probably be rigged, so it'll probably be like
90%.
60% disapprove.
Yeah. So,
Also, wait, who is
that's
actually
gonna
doing
be approved? I don't think presidents ever have negatively approved State of the Unions like ever.
all right, so guys, it is getting kind of late, so we'll be back tomorrow morning with a post-mortem because there's a lot to unpack here. I don't know what I get. Democrats they screwed themselves. That was stupid. That was freaking.
And I'll be honest, I won't be door knocking because it's gonna be like pouring out all day. So I'll be on the street.
So
I could have sworn it was supposed to slunk into the response, or is it that black?
I don't freaking know.
blonde
There's
woman
like 3
from California.
Because Democrats have like 4 of them going at once. So
They gotta have the different races doing it.
yeah, basically. All right. So, anyways, folks, we shall see you guys in tomorrow's post-mortem. I think that was a great speech by Trump, but most importantly, Democrats, they shot themselves a foot big time. What the hell? Trump gave you gimmies. Just stand up. No one's going to care. Oh, supposedly the Republican Party. No one cares. They're going to look at it and say, oh, you do not clap for a kid that has cancer. All right, we shall see you guys in the next stream, video, or wherever you see us at. Godspeed to all of you.
Also, be sure to tune into Raising the Alarm with Jamal Bowman as well. It's a very high tier show.
All right, we'll see you guys.